recently just finished today, actually, 2 books, and that was, well, not 2 books, a duology, and that was the Sky Hunter duology by Mary Lou. It is her newest dystopian YA kind of book. Duology. It was fun. It was okay. I gave both of them 3 stars, I think. There was moments that I really liked. There was moments that I was just kind of like not interested. I also listened to them both via audio, and not that it was bad, but I don't think that was the way for me to go, because like it wasn't a hard book to read, so I kind of like it kept losing focus a lot. So there's that. But like it was okay. It wasn't bad by any means. I thought it was a lot of fun. I would have loved it when I was a lot younger, is what I'm gonna go with. What else can I say about it? It's about this federation that has taken over most of the world, and like there's only one free kind of sector of the world, like a country, and a lot of the refugees are there, but the refugees aren't treated nicely either. And there's these ghosts, like there's zombies kind of. I don't know, I feel like the way the Federation fought and like the way it gained control was kind of weird. Like the whole concept of calling these zombies ghosts was odd to me. They're basically like dead people walking around that they've given control over. But yeah, and then it's like your typical, there's a rebellion, there's one from each, a girl from one side, and then who's been fighting against the Federation, and then there's a boy from the Federation who's been turned into a weapon, and they meet and they take down the Federation together, kind of like that kind of a story, but not so straightforward, obviously. But it was a fun time, and now I really want to read The Kingdom of Back. That is a book that I'm going to see starting tonight, hopefully. And what do I know about this one? This one, also by Mary Lou, is about Mozart's sister and how she is transported to a different dimension. I think that's what it is. I know it's fantasy, I know it's YA, and I know it's got to do with Mozart's sister, and I'm extremely excited about it, and I really want to get my hands on an actual physical cover, but for now we'll read the ebook and see how it goes. But yes, and I'm also hoping to just do some journaling tonight, or edit some videos, I don't know, one or the two. But yeah, hopefully a nice chill night, and I will catch you soon, hopefully. I did want to quickly pop up and just come out and say the last 5 things that I needed to say. It was my birthday. It was also St. George's, and that's the day, if you did not know, we're in Catalonia, which is a little region no, not little, but a region in Spain. It is a day where basically you're supposed to give a book to the person you love, and that person is supposed to give you a rose. Kind of like for boys it's a book, for girls it's a rose, but it's Books and Rose Day, basically. There's a whole myth behind it. It's a great day to be here. And yes, so since it's my birthday that day as well, I kind of go a little bit crazy always for shopping. A great day, like I went out for brunch, I went out book shopping, then I went for a Thai dinner with my family. That was great. But yeah, let's just talk about all the books that I got, because like there's a few. First off, I kind of picked up this because I've been wanting it for ages, and I was just like, I'm gonna treat myself because I want it. I picked up the Lord of the Rings book set. I do own The Hobbit. I do really like these editions. They're like super sleek and black. Yeah. My plan is to read these at some point. We'll see when. But yes, so we've got the beautiful, I just love these editions. I cannot wait to get into this world. I have read these before. Well, I've listened to audiobooks before, but I definitely want to like go into it again, reread it, rewatch the movies. I've been watching the movies ever since I was a kid. Like my parents used to put them on all the time. So yeah, we've got the Fellowship of the Ring, we have the Two Towers, and then we've got Return of the King, making up the very pretty trilogy. Oh, I'm so excited for these. Honestly, I think I love them. Okay, the next two I also picked up kind of like just because they've been in my backlog of wanting to own at some point, and now I can finally like read the whole Grishaverse kind of with the main books in it. So I picked up the King of Scars duology by Lee Bardugo. So we've got King of Scars and we've got Rule of Wolves. I was always debating whether I wanted these in hardback or paperback, but since I own all the other ones in paperback, I might as well grab these. Ooh, King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. I do actually really like these covers, and I am excited because I have been reading the Grishaverse as well, and I don't know what is in those books, but they are so much fun and it looks so cool. So I cannot wait to get into these. I'm pretty sure this follows Nikolai. He's the king, right? Yeah, and Zoya's from a different part of the book. So we have characters from like the main trilogy and like their kind of like adventure story after the events. I think this comes after the Six of Crows duology. That's the only thing. But I'm not 100% sure, but that's the order that I think I'm going to be reading them in. So I cannot wait to get to these. Then this is kind of like a guilty pleasure buy. I bought myself these because I've been seeing them around, especially, who was it? Cassandra from Cassandra Lynn Reads, I think is her booktube name. But basically these two, and they honestly, the covers are so cute. We've got Dungeons and Drama, and then Dating and Dragons. These are so cute. I mean, like, just look at these, and the spines together is also like really cute. I don't know about these, like the cover just kind of screams cutesy rom-com, and that's what I'm here for. No one loves musicals more than Riley Morris. Her dream is to be a Broadway director, but then the spring show was cancelled. She has to work for her dad's company, but like he's always worked at her dad's company, like a game store, and they fall in love. I think this one's the first one, and the second one is like she's new and she joins the Dungeons and Dragons club, and he's not really into it at first. I think there's something like that. But yeah, these are so cute. I cannot wait to read these, and they're so short as well. They look like they're gonna be quick, fun reads, and I cannot wait for them. Honestly, I'm so happy, and I love how floppy they are. It's like a different thing. When they're this floppy, it's like gorgeous. We love to see it, and I am so excited to get to these at some point. Then I picked up a book kind of like to follow up. I picked up Death Note Volume 5. These are the black edition. So in this one, there's 2 volumes. I don't know which ones, because like the first one has the first and the second one. The second one has the third and the fourth one. So there's only like one more that I need to get to have the complete series. So I've been very slowly collecting the series. If you didn't know, Death Note is about a boy who finds the Death Note, which is a little black notebook that you can write in it and that person dies. Like a name in it and that person dies. And you can like be more detailed on like what that book does and certain hands, and you know, trying to hunt down the person who has the Death Note. And these editions are so cool. Like they're all black, this black printed edges. These are in Spanish. These are the Spanish editions though. Like I know they exist in English, but I don't think they're the same, because this one has a dust jacket and then they're white. behind. So I always think that's cool, but that's because like Spanish manga has dust jackets on them, which is not a thing all of them have, which is something that I realized. But I can't wait to get into it. Like the art looks stunning. I can't wait to binge read this, honestly. So yes, I got that one. Then I grabbed one of my first Junji Ito's, and that is, this is also in Spanish because I couldn't help myself. So the reason I haven't been buying his books is because I wanted them in English, but it's fine. We got the first one in Spanish. It'll be just as horrific, I guess. Junji Ito is known for his horror manga. So I picked up this one, which is in English. I think this has a name called like Luna in the Blind Spot or something like that. Venus in the Blind Spot, I think it's called. But in Spanish, it's literally just like the best of Junji Ito. This whole book is insanely pretty. Like, okay, so we've got the cover, really pretty, you know? Then end papers, insanely pretty as well. Like, look at that. And then look at that. Like, pretty in the worst part possible. Then the dust jacket. Guys, behind the dust jacket, so this is like the front, this is what's beneath, and I love it because she changes. Like here she's not smiling and here she is. This is so pretty, like just little details like this. And then under the dust jacket, like on the actual heart like cover, there's this looks horrible, but like in the coolest way possible. I am so stoked about this to finally read it. I saw something very weird. Don't know what that's about. We'll see it at some point. Look how cool this is. Honestly, like I do love this edition, which is why I kind of like wanted to buy it already. And it comes with, this is always so cool, like a little poster that I can take off, but I'm not going to because I have nowhere to hang it if I wanted it. And then this is the other side. So that's cool. That's Junji Ito. Then they were giving these out for free, so I ended up with 2 copies of them. But like we don't talk about that because that's something else. But we ended up with this book, which is Curriculum con Monstruos by William Browning Spencer. This is a book in Spanish, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This happened to me last year as well. Like I went to this bookshop and they just give out books for free that day if you buy a book there. So that's always fun. This is about an author who is determined to write like a screenplay, and then it kind of blurs the line within what's real and what's not. So that's what I've gotten from the synopsis. But yeah, hopefully it's good because like I like the end papers and it looks kind of like a fun book for dads is kind of like the vibe it's giving me, but we'll see. Another book that I picked up was A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. This is the hardcover. This one is about a girl. This has been all over BookTube. I kind of just wanted to grab it. I don't think it really needs an explanation, but this is a girl who wants to be a literature student in like university, but she can't because that's like the most prestigious one and no girls allowed. So she gets into the second best one, which is architecture, and then she gets a chance to redo her favorite author's house, which is like on like a cliff. And I've heard really good things about the ambience of this book, and that's what I'm excited for. And she also meets her rival there, who's trying to convince her that maybe her special author isn't as good as he thought she was. And this is a really cool copy because like the end papers are really cute, cool. The end papers are cool, but like beneath the dust jacket, oh my god, this naked hardback is so pretty. The only enemy is the sea. And I know there's a sequel coming out, I think, or I don't know, like a theory of nothing or something like that. I don't know. I've seen a sequel in the mist, so I cannot wait to pick up that at some point. But yeah, I do really like this cover. I think it's really pretty. So yes, I picked up that, and then I got some very special editions that I probably shouldn't have gotten because they're very random. So the first one that I picked up is this edition. I don't know what this edition is. I'm pretty sure it's just a special edition that Waterstones is doing as well. I don't know. I saw it and I was like, I can't believe this edition exists here in Spain. So I picked it up, and it is Light Lark by Alex Astor. I know this has had a lot of controversy. Like I think it was so hyped up on BookTube, but our book talk, but then it didn't live up to people's expectation of it. To me, the synopsis sounds like something that I would enjoy if you don't go into it too seriously. So again, that doesn't matter though, because this edition is stunning. Like this is the cover, okay? Like let's just take the book out because like not even thinking about the book. This is so pretty. Okay, we've got, obviously, the box itself is so pretty. What does it say? There are lies and liars all around you. When I have shelves, this is going to be so hard to display, because how are you supposed to display this? Because this is the book. Whoa. I cannot believe I own this. Ah, look how pretty this is. Like, guys, come on now. And on top of that, like, it's a silky kind of like hardcover. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's covered in silk. It's not your normal hardback. It's soft. Great. And like the sprayed edges as well. Boom. Like, it just read like this is so cool. Then we've got a map on the end papers. And then what's really cool is the character art. There's like character art, and I am obsessed. Like, oof, this is insanely pretty. Like, look at this. How are you supposed to like live with that? And then these are more characters. I already like Grimm a lot. I love how like the names are literally just like what they're dressed in. You know, like maybe not Grimm, but like Oro is just gold, Azul is blue, Celeste, they're just Spanish colors. And then there's Cleo. I love it. Oh, this edition is so pretty. I'm so excited to have this. So hopefully I like it enough, because I really like this edition. And that is Lightlark. And then I got a different special copy, and honestly I got this for the giggles, because I thought it was really funny that this book had such a pretty edition, and that is that is Hooked by Emily McIntyre. Let's just talk about like the cover. Like, look at this. This is the naked hardback. It's stunning. Behind we have a little bit of faith, a misplaced trust, missing pixie dust, and a villain who just needed to steal a little love. There is a ribbon bookmark, and the sprayed edges are just like, I don't know how to explain them, but they're like this red marbly kind of thing. And then here it says darling. Right, I'm not showing it correctly. Darling with a pocket watch. Now, I haven't read this, but I know what it's about. You know, it's like a or like a spin on Peter Pan, but instead we're looking at Hook and Wendy. You know, it's a never after novel. Like, there's more in the series. I know I'm never gonna get the rest, because like this was just literally for the giggles, because like it's not what you think it is, and it is in the most beautiful edition you could think of, and it's like it's this kind of story. It's part of the Never After series, so you've got Scarred, Wretched, Twisted, Crossed. So yeah, I loved it. There's a playlist too. Okay, and then there's some fan art, which should tell you everything you need to know about this book. So this is why I got it, you know, because it's literally just for the giggles, because I was like, this is so funny that this book has like such a pretty edition. I'm in shocked, and I think it is hilarious, so I'm going to grab one. So yeah, that is the last purchase that I made. I also got from my parents the second book in Cassandra Clare's new adult fantasy, which I forgot the name of. What is it called? The first one, at least, is called, I think it's called The Rat Pick King. I don't have it with me, but it's that one. And I also got Spectacular, which is the Caraval novella, which I'm really excited to read at some point, hopefully in Christmas, because that is just so Christmas coded. It's insane, but I really wanted that. But yeah, I got those two for my birthday. But yeah, that's all I got for my birthday, at least book wise. Like, this is gonna fall. I don't want it to fall, because I had it like from the sturdiest to the least sturdiest, and now they're reversed, which is not a good idea, but okay. I'd wanted to talk about the books that I read, and we can finish up this vlog. So I read the Sky Hunter duology by Mary Lou, which is Sky Hunter and Steel Striker. I think I talked about it very little here. I'm not 100% sure, because I filmed like the beginning of this ages ago. Like, we're at the end of May. Like, it's been a month since I filmed a little bit of this vlog. Steel Striker and what's the other one called? Sky Hunter and Steel Striker. Okay, yeah. In this one, it's a dystopian kind of futuristic novel, which is what Mary Lou is known for, but we're following like the ghosts, or one continent is trying to take over the rest of it. I think I did explain this, so I'm not really going to repeat it, but I do think in conclusion it's a 3-star duology. Like, it's nice, it's fun. Like, if you are a fan of the dystopian YA, era, I think it definitely fits within that. It is very fun. It's very quick paced, very quick to read. It's also very easy to understand what's kind of like happening, where the plot is going. It's nothing spectacular, but it's not bad in any way. Like, I think it was done well. And I had a lot of fun just reading it and just going back into the dystopian era. Even though this is a more newer release, I think this was released in like 2020 or something like that. So I did really enjoy it. I just wouldn't say it stood out. It wasn't amazing. It was just a very mid, but in a good way, kind of series. And I picked up her other duology, which is called Smoke Some Bone. No, that's Shadow and Bone. What is it called? Icon and Inferno? Stars and Smoke. That duology, the one with a spy and a pop star. I read these, like, I literally read these both books within the space of 48 hours. Like, I read one day and the other the next one. They were so much fun. This is a YA contemporary kind of book duology. This was so much fun. I really, really did enjoy this. This took me right back to, like, the Gallagher Girl series. Like, if you like that book, you will like these ones. We follow a pop star who doesn't know what he wants to do, who's kind of getting lost in this pop star world of his, and he gets recruited by a spy agency to help out on their mission, and he has to team up with this girl who's like the prodigy of the spy company, and it's a lot of fun. Like, honestly, it is so much fun because the girl is so confident and he's like, I'm here, I'm gonna help, but he's just a pop star at the end of the day. It's really funny. I think it's really sweet. I think it's very much a cutesy kind of novel, and I flew through these. They were so much fun. I read them in 48 hours, as I said, and it was just such a good time. Like, I gave them 4 stars each, just because it's reminiscent of those books that are just like, they're so fun and they're so good, and like, I loved it so much. I don't think it's anything spectacular again, but if you just want a good time, it works. Like, it works very, very well. And with that, I will leave you, because that is all I read recently, I think. I don't think I read anything else, and all the other books are in a different blog anyway. So with that said, I will say goodbye to you now, and hopefully you enjoyed these little snippets of my life and what I read, and like, you'll pick up these 2 very fun duologies by Mary Lou. If you want some duology recommendations, let me know, because I love those 2, because like, it's just 2 books, but it's a series, you know, so like, you feel completed very quickly. And with that, I will leave you guys, and I will see you in my next one.